Well, let's talk about that. Well, we're going to dig into that, but let's start, I guess, with how do you see the state of AI now? Like, where are we? Where are we going? Right? And what should we be preparing for?
Yeah. So right now, it's amazing what some of the tools and techniques that have come out already. And there's a lot of companies, a lot of investment that have gone into a lot of these AI systems, and so you have these independent companies that are trying to develop the next greatest AI spinoff. But what's actually happening is kind of the big tech companies, OpenAI, obviously, Microsoft, Google, even Elon Musk, and they're all creating their own AI agents and platforms. And what's happening is it's we're getting into the realm of AGI, which is artificial general intelligence. Mm-hmm. And so basically that's the capability of an AI system to replicate most functions of a human, and actually be an expert and potentially very, very brilliant in whatever field or task that you apply it to. And so that gets into some of the new developments that are coming out now, which is multimodal technologies. So instead of having like a ChatGPT that's good with text or video, it's basically now combining text, video, audio, and even logic, reasoning, problem solving, things like that. And so it becomes basically an all-in-one system. And so as these all-in-one systems develop, it turns into a platform that you really don't need a lot of these, smaller platforms that people have invested money in. Those systems are already being surpassed by these multimodal, more AGI type products that are coming out, and so that's what you're starting to see. And at a certain point, that's when we get pure AGI. And so, Sam Altman is kind of hinting at it. You've had some stuff that came out this last week where some engineers were kind of saying like, hey, we've got it, we've got AGI now, and we're just not releasing it because the public isn't quite ready for it.
Well, and we'll stop there for a second, because that's a huge milestone event, right? Like, in the past, everybody thought, well, we'd get AI and it would be, a while before we get to AGI, because artificial general intelligence is basically a human, right? It can think, it can do, it can, interact, it can, all of that basically like a human. And it's not a short, I mean, it is, it's a short leap, I guess, from AGI to ASI, which I think is really where the unknown is, good or bad, right? And ASI is artificial superintelligence. So if you guys are watching out there, if you haven't looked at, these are the typical terms that you hear around the stuff. But artificial superintelligence is like far beyond human beings. Like to the point of it, this is where you start to get into the movie stuff from like the 80s and 90s and all that stuff, capabilities, right? So what are your thoughts on our progress towards that? Because it seems like we're just blowing through these milestones without even really thinking about it.
Yeah, it's that is the fundamental. They call it the AI horse race, and basically it's motivated by profit and power. Really. So companies are it's pedal to the metal, maximum development, maximum investment, limited safety code, and then just really just trying to win the race ahead of competitors. And then also for countries, they're developing weapon systems in the same way. And so they're pushing pedal to the metal. And we, the people, are basically on the sidelines, just kind of like, we're kind of like in a position where we're just going to take what we're given by these guys. And so they're, making a fortune off this whole situation. And then, obviously in the EU, you've got the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab. And so the trends are like flat out scary. I mean, it is like unbelievable, because we're absolutely transitioning.
So what's
from human 1.0